플리스 공기식.
오케이. 좋아요.
아 근데 영어를 하고 왜 다 반말 같지? 난 영어를.
플리즈라도 딱 붙이면.
플리즈.
그럼 영어 체질이네요, 체질.
영어 체질이.
영어 체질이에요.
아하.
체질이긴 한데.
체질이요? 체질이요?
I'm
네.
surprised. 네.
체질이요?
잉글리시 스타일, 잉글리시 스타일. 자, 시작하겠습니다.
대전 사이트를 오피셔스 very come on.
I try to come early, but not always.
This time.
네, 시작하실게요.
Let's start on time. 지났었죠.
실수를 많이 해보세요. Make mistake.
On Thursday, we had a popsong club meeting at the restaurant near the Hambat Arboretum.
네. 네, 시작했어요.
Saturday? 아니, Thursday.
Last Thursday.
목요일에 둘째 주, 셋째 주 목요일에 하거든 항상. 셋째 주 목요일에 팝송 모임 하거든. 제가 못 들으셨죠? 한밭 수목원에서 모임을 했어요. 알브리덤, 한밭 아브리덤, 팝송 모임.
After lunch.
After lunch, we went to 동관 로즈 가든. 동관에 서관 동관 있잖아. 수목원이. 그 로즈 가든. 장미원에 갔어요. We had a regularly meeting here.
Regular meeting?
Every May.
Oh yeah. Okay. Every May they have festival, right?
해마다 5월 달에
Rose
거기서 해요.
festival. I was supposed to go, but I did.
해마다 5월 달에 거기서 해요.
Fighting.
The fresh wind and natural scenery of the arboretum were good. 신선한 바람과 자연 풍경이 너무 좋았어요. The rose flowers is in full bloom,
Oh, yeah.
and there are many unusual flowers.
Yeah, so many flowers.
장미 말고 다른 색다른
That's right.
꽃도
That's
너무 많이 폈어요.
Yes, yes.
Also, the lotus flowers, 연꽃, lotus flowers, 연꽃 flowers, sperm,
Next to gazebo.
정자,
Next to
and
gazebo.
fountains that bloom in the pond, spewed water beautifully. 또한 연꽃과
Fountain.
정자 그리고 분수가 멋지게 물을 뿜어 올리고
Yes, yes.
전경이 좋았어요. We sat on the bench and talked a lot and enjoyed the beautiful scenery of flower heaven. 아주 꽃 천국 그걸 보면서 얘기도 많이 나누고 벤치에 앉아서 시간을 많이 보냈어요. That day it was cloudy, but it was nice to go around and see. 그날 날씨가 구름이 쪘지만 구경하고 다니기에는 참 좋았어요. 햇빛이 없어서.
예뻐요.
꽃 올려줘야 돼.
대충.
그다 꽃 올려줘야 돼.
A lot of flowers. I told you about.
배치 여기까지 하겠습니다.
I've been there too. It's so beautiful.
여기까지 하겠습니다. 뷰티풀 꽃 보여줘.
Yes, yes, yes.
갔다 온 거.
I can also put on our 신교방.
예뻐요.
Yeah, it was so beautiful actually.
카톡에
어제?
No, last week.
카톡에
Actually, about 1 week
올려줬으니까
예.
한번 보세요.
Already gone? Oh no.
Almost gone, right? Not in
예.
full. 이제 조금 지고 있잖아요, 많이.
이제 나는 지지난 목요일.
제대로 가셨네 그럼.
예. 항상 우리가 가면 그때는
그주
활짝
저도 금요일날 갔었거든요.
거기 꽃 올렸어요? 꽃 안 가보신 분 꽃 구경하세요.
토요일. It's so beautiful actually. I think the Hanbat Arboreum in Daejeon is like gem. 보석 같은 곳이야. It's nice place.
해마다 5월달에 가야
So
돼.
every year I go there also in May when there is a Rose Festival. Very near and very beautiful, full of flowers, right? 진짜 멋있어. 꽃들이 있어서 가깝잖아요 일단 그죠?
딴데 수목원 가봐도 여기가 좋더라고. 멋있어.
냄새? 냄새 좋아요?
Flowers.
냄새?
Smell?
smell? 네, smell 좋아요?
Of course, a lot of flowers.
They go and June come.
Ah, yeah, that's right. May when now June came, right? Yeah, that's right.
진짜 알아들었네.
영어 잘하지.
So beautiful flowers.
많이 폈어. 그때 갔을 때 많이 폈대.
네, 이건 참.
Yes, my turn. I was looking for my good picture of me this time also, so I'm going to send just 3 or 4 this time by myself. I went there Saturday also. Anyway, today I'd like to talk about one drama. Recently, I enjoyed watching one drama on TV. I guess some of you might see the drama titled 모자 무사.
뭐죠?
우리는 모두 자신의 무가참과 싸우고 있다. 우리는 모두 자신의 무가참과 싸우고 있다.
무가치인가 싸우고 있다.
I saw actually 무가치. So we are all trying our best. I mean, literally 그 글자 그대로 하면은 we are all fighting our own feeling of worthlessness in this world.
Of what we're missing?
Yeah, because the society, not only in Korea but also in many countries actually, in modern society we are trying to show ourselves from like our success or our value, like making a lot of money or to be very famous in the world. But in the drama, I wonder how many of you watched the drama?
No.
Nobody? 안 보셨어요? It was very hot
드라마를
on
안 봐.
SNS nowadays in Facebook. Yeah. Have you seen the drama My Mister or My Liberation Note? 나의 아저씨 또는 나의 해방일지 이거 보신 분 있으세요?
박해요.
박해영.
네.
Right.
박해요.
It was
그런 말 아직 안 봤어.
same writer.
쌤.
Yeah. There was a drama.
리버레이션.
예, 나의 해방일지라는 드라마가 있었고요. 그리고 나의 아저씨라는 드라마가 있었어요. Some of my favorite dramas, and the same writer, 같은 작가가 쓴
그쵸.
거예요.
또
박해영.
오해영인가 그거.
박해영. 예, 오해영.
그랑 같은
또 오해영.
작가가 쓴 거야.
네, 쌤.
Same writer, same.
누구요 이름이?
박해영 작가. 또 오해영도 썼던.
네, 또 오해영.
예. Anyway, in the movie, the main character named Hwang Dong-man, he tried to be a movie director. He's working in the world of movie industry, but he's almost in his 40s, but he never debuted his movie. He kept writing movie scenario, but
He never showed.
he never showed, his movie. So he's struggling a lot in the movie. He belonged to one gathering, one meeting called 8 people group, 8인회, but except him, all others showed his debut movie, which means in a way they succeed in movie industry. But only himself, he kept writing movie scenario, but tried to be a movie director, but his movie was not shown.
It
In
was
the
not released. We
it
didn't
was
release.
not released.
Yeah,
Yeah.
released.
So 그러니까 본인만 데뷔를 못한 거예요. 8인의 소속에서 나머지 친구들은 다 데뷔를 했고 영화를 한 편은 찍었는데 이 사람만 영화를 못 찍었어. 그러니까 whenever he comes to meet in a cafe together, he tried to really do something strange act, like criticizing others, like making joke, like acting very strange, So others start to avoid him because whenever he shows, his mouth never stop talking. 그러니까 파리네가 카페에서 항상 모이는데 그 사람들이 모여서 영화 얘기하고 막 그러는데 황동만이만 나타나면 다 피하려고 그래요. 왜 그러냐면 비판하고 비난하고 막 안 좋은 얘기하고 막 그 사람 이번에 영화 릴리스한 거 개봉한 거에 대해서 그게 도대체 제대로 된 영화냐 막 그러니까 딴 사람들은 다 이 황동만이 싫은 거야 이제 나타나기만 하면 자기는 데뷔도 못했으면서 그렇게 자기들한테 그 비평의 말을 하고 막 하니까 so he's struggling from his like failure actually and from not being successful movie director.
There's the same story in My Mister.
Yeah, my mister. Her drama is same something like that. Anyway, and then later there is one lady. So 황동만 is the main character there. There is one lady who was not really not getting along with the other company co-workers, and she was a movie producer. But she's also like 왕따, isolated from other people. But she has a very good talent to write also as a producer. So she found him, saying to him, even though other people tried to really avoid him, but she found him very talented. So she helped him, telling him, you have 1,000 gate in you. 당신은 1,000개의 문을 가진 사람이라고 황동만한테 얘기를 해주면서 그 황동만의 시나리오를 좀 고쳐주고 도와줘요. So, but she also has her own sadness or an agony because when she was a child, she was abandoned by her mother. So the mother in the drama, the mother is a very famous actress. But yeah, the mother left her husband and her daughter when the daughter was young. So she remarried to a successful man, and then later the child was raised by her grandmother. So the child has really sadness and deep agony, knowing that her mother is very famous actress, but people don't know the famous actress' daughter is 변은아, the woman, movie producer. Anyway, later 변은아, the drama movie producer, helped to 황동만, and the last week Saturday there was a last episode. It ended, and the end was happy ending. Actually, all the way, 황동만 was so miserable and unhappy because his brother 형 used to be a poet, but 형 also had his own sad past experience. So 형 tried to kill himself twice at home. So 황동만 noticed 2번이나 자살하려고 시도를 한 걸 황동만이 집에서 보고 막 막 이렇게 막
구현했어.
어쩔 줄 몰라 하는 뭐 그런 아주 but in the society his brother 형 was known very excellent poet 아주 훌륭한 시인으로 알려져 있었어요. But he also has his own family sadness, so he couldn't overcome his problem. So he tried to kill himself twice, and he worked as a 용접공, as a like mechanic, you know. But yeah, other people tried to ask him why you don't keep writing poem because your poems very good. You're a good poet, but he couldn't write. He just worked as a mechanic, 용접공, and he said, when I work, then I can rest. But other time, he kept drinking soju, alcohol.
알코올
So
중독자.
he is more like a failure in the society. But later, the end is happy ending. Byung-eun, she helped him, and there was one other friend who tried to help Hwang Dong-man, and he was supported by movie company supporting financially. 그래서 국가 그 영화 진흥 협회에서 그 시나리오가 당첨돼요. 그래서
황동만.
and he could debut. He could show his movie and release the movie. And at the end, he dreamed that always that he's telling his 소감 뭐 그러니까 그 on the movie award ceremony, he practiced so many times, 1,000 times himself on the presentation,
Yeah.
like telling about his
Suffering.
no, I'm like 소감. What do you call it? Yeah, telling like thank you everybody, or like so eventually he did it. Eventually, 결국 그걸 해요. At the end of the best new movie director of that year ceremony, award ceremony. 그러니까 올해 신인 감독상. 그거 하면서 이제 갑자기 이제 끝이 이렇게 갑자기 그렇게 해피엔딩을 끝나니까 뭐 사람들이 이거는 it's like a dreamy happy ending because all the episode was really sad, you know, and so anyway, the drama tells that we are all trying or suffering from our worthlessness. Not only Hwang Dong-man, later they shows that even successful people also suffering from their unwealth, like worthlessness comparing with other people. So not only Hwang Dong-man, but also some other movie directors also, they also shows that their own problem. So the movie tried to, I think the drama also tried to say that we should exist, not as a human being. The 형이 이렇게 얘기해요. What is your purpose of life? Your life. 너의 인생의 목표가 뭐냐? 그러니까 to be a successful movie director. 그러니까 그건 your goal이고 너의 목적은 뭐냐? What is the goal of your life? 인생의 목적이 뭐냐? 그러니까 웃기게 사는 거라고. 그러니까 마침내 형이 그래 통과. 패스. 그래서 I want to make people laugh, and then the brother say that's very good. 패스. 통과하면서 we are human being, not human doing.
수먼비.
우리는 존재하는 휴먼 빙이다. not human doing. 막 이것저것 하려고 맨날 그렇게 막 정신없이 바쁘게 사는데 우리는 존재함으로 가치 있다라는 걸 드라마가 보여주는 것 같아요. 그래서 we support to value ourselves the way we are. 그러니까 우리의 존재 자체에 대해서 가치 있게 봐야지. 내가 뭐 영화 디렉터로서 아니면 뭐 영화를 성공했다고 해서 뭐 꼭 뭘 해냈다고 해서 가치 있는 존재로 보는 건 아니다라고 영화 드라마가 얘기하는 듯한 뭐 그런 거예요. Anyway, the drama was very interesting, and there was a lot of debut, many opinion or impressions on about the drama. So recently, I began to watch that on Netflix. I didn't really know that there was drama like that, but through some SNS, I began to find and watch on the drama on Netflix, and I enjoyed it. Anyway, if you watch it Netflix, you can maybe try.
I talked about
Yes.
what
is it?
I remember. 내가 여기서
피렌체.
영화를 보고 영화에 대해서 얘기했는데
피렌체 아니야? 피렌체?
이름이 있어요.
피렌체.
아, 피렌체.
Kim, the main character.
맨 디렉터 홈타운스 대전.
대전. I saw that too.
그게 유명해졌어요, 그 영화가?
Not really. 유명해지진 않았어요. Not many 관객 audience saw the movie, but the movie was quite good, well made. 잘 만들어졌어요.
5개월은 아니고 한 7, 8개월.
근데 그렇게 예술 영화라 그 대전 CGV에서밖에 안 했어. 이런 CGV에서는 아예 하지를 않았어. 김민정 스토리. 프렌치.
김민종 리얼 스토리예요? 김민종?
영화.
아,
무비 액터.
액터가 김민종이요.
In some 그렇죠?
Yes.
Oh, we had the hike last Monday.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Remember?
Last Monday.
Mm. And I was, what's kamgi in English? What is that in English? 영어.
Cold. C-O-L.
Cold. I had a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my worst day.
You look so sick at the time.
I was sick. But I was not going to miss the hike.
You look normal.
In fact, the night before, I felt so sick that morning, achum, that I almost didn't come. But I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very thankful.
I have a philosophy on medicine. Traditional medicine is quinchinayo. It's okay. But like Advil and many of those medicines you can buy, I never use them.
Very good attitude. Very good philosophy.
I feel I want my body to protect me,
I see.
not something synthetic. So I was talking to my chingu, my friends at the Kyohei, at my church, and I said this, and they said, "Oh, Koreans always take medicine." And I said, "Why?" "Oh, because we're Bali."
To get rid of cold fast, right?
Right, fast. So the difference between taking my cold, kamgi, lasted 4 days, but medicine, 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, you
Yes.
took 2 days?
One what?
If you take medicine, it's about 2 days,
I see.
kamgi.
Yeah.
안 먹는데 굳이 먹으면 이틀.
Why did I get sick? I hadn't been sick for maybe 3 years, so very rare do I get sick. But on the bicycle trip,
Yeah.
we got hit by a very bad rainstorm, and I got choyo, very cold, and I knew, right, I did.
Raining day.
I knew when I got really cold that I might have kambi visit me, so I did. So that's what happened. So, and the other thing is I'm doing a lot of sewing. Sewing. One of my joys is sewing. I love sewing things.
Really?
Yeah. So what I'm doing now, collar on shirt?
I know.
Turn collar. I'm turning collars on my shirts where there's a lot of
Amazing.
color. You know, it gets untrial. So I turn collar and shirt is like brand new. So I've done 5 shirts now.
Without glasses, right? With your own
My eyes are very good for sewing.
By your
In fact,
You can see the.
In fact, putting the thread into the needle, almost always first time.
한 번에?
Yeah, my eyes are really, really good for close up. Why do I like sewing? The reason I like sewing is my great grandmother in England, that was her job. What did she do? She made gloves. Gloves out of leather.
Oh, yeah.
Gloves. Gloves require much sewing. This is in the 1880s, about 200 years ago. And her whole life was sewing.
Yeah, in those days.
Do you
Korea.
know in your genes, they remember your ancestors?
Okay. So it's your grandmother, right? It's your grandmother. But your mother,
Great-grandmother.
Your mother didn't sew?
Yeah, my mother sewed too.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I used to help my mother sew. In fact, for my mother, I was the one who put the needle through the thread through the needle. She always asked me, "You put the thread through the
I
needle."
see.
Can you use sewing machine?
Yeah,
Sewing machine?
but I like hand sewing. Oh, sewing machine too fast.
You can use it still? Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
tried it?
Not for a long time.
I see.
But the most important thing in sewing is basting. Do you know what
Oh,
basting is? Basting, B-A-S-T-I-N-G.
What is that?
Basting. Before sewing, you must put everything together with needles. Hold it.
Basting? 시침질. Basting?
Hold it in place. Because when you sew, things move around. So you have to have needles. And that basting takes the most time. That's the hardest. Because a collar is pretty complex. So I wanted to say, number one, my kamgi, I'm all healthy now. Okay? And I feel very strong.
I'm happy to know about this because I learned from him actually.
I hope you are healthy.
You see, this
Again.
is what we have to learn actually. I myself don't like taking medicine because in my age, like Korean people, when they become like in 60s or 70s, they start to take a lot of health supplements.
Right.
But by myself, I also don't want to take any medicine. Why? Because my mom used to not taking any medicine.
Oh,
And
your
I
mom
watched,
didn't take?
I watched her. She seldom went to hospital or clinic, and I knew that. But I grew up watching my mother. Actually, my sister also same as me, but my sister is quite different from me. She takes a lot of medicine actually, and I found that not good because she's totally different from me in terms of personality or the act, what she does, or even though we are sisters, we are raised by same mother, which is quite interesting actually. I think DNA has to do something. So my sister, I have been watching her. She took a lot of medicine actually whenever she's sick, and she liked to go to clinic. Of course, because she feels sick, she goes to see a doctor. But myself, I found myself it's not good taking a lot of medicine actually, So is she healthy now? No, she's not healthy. Anyway, so I tried to listen to him also. I saw him last Monday when he came over to go hiking with us. I saw him. She looks very sick actually at that time, and I think, had a hard time hiking, but she did it. He did it, and I thought to myself, I would never thought about go hiking like if I was sick like him, I maybe lie on the bed taking rest myself. But I learned from him actually. He, knew himself how to overcome
Right.
and he did it. He overcame quickly.